Hi, this is James Melendez, James, a wine guy, here to share this wine, actually this category of wines with you, which is from Mexico. A lot of people do not, are not aware that wines are being produced in Mexico today. And that's unfortunate because there are other product categories such as beer and tequila. And I'm just bringing those in quickly and bringing them back out because I don't want to pick on those specific brands. I love tequila. Anybody who knows me knows that I love tequila. It's a fantastic spirit. Now, when you think of wine, you think of, well, the history of Mexico, and you think that, well, there were wines were imported as Sacramento wines, but in order to be cost effective, where the populace could have wine at a mass, you'd have to have it produced nearby. So most of the wines in Mexico, the vineyards, are in the northern states of Mexico: Durango, Coahuila, Chihuahua, Baja California. And those are the primary locations. Now, this wine in particular is coming from Valle de Guadalupe. Now, this is a collective of wineries called Baja Wines. So there's the symbol back here. Now, the Valle de Guadalupe is producing so many international varietals and Italian varietals. And what's very fascinating for me is that, and again, Mexico, since the 16th century, has been producing wine. And yet, here in the United States, it is very difficult to find. It's like finding Canadian wines from Okanagan. It's the same situation. And, I think and Canada has its own, differentiating factors, such as ice wine is thought of as the only wine coming from Canada. Now, when you look at this wine, this is XJK from Valle de Guadalupe, and I think it holds promise. It's a great wine region. Mexico has very few acres compared, say, to the U.S. There's about 5,000, 6,000 acres, about 2,500 hectares of vineyards in Mexico. And I think that in the future, you're going to see even more coming from the Valle de Guadalupe. They're going to find their way onto a table and to a wine bar and to a restaurant into the United States. I think it's a great, not just value proposition, but good quality wines, great quality wines. And I'm excited to try this one. I haven't tried this wine before, so I'm going to review this in a separate video. But I like to delineate and talk about the category altogether because it's going to get indexed on the web. And I'll make sure that if anybody's looking for the Mexican wine category, that they're going to find it. Now, again, I bring up tequila and show some quick examples. I think that tequila is something that try not to point out the label, and you can figure this out easily if you're a tequila lover, is that this has eclipsed, say, wine from Mexico, as port has for Portugal for their dry wines, as Hungary has for the Tokai to their dry wines. And those lead products really eclipse everything else, which is unfortunate. But that's the good thing about the web, is you can talk about these things and these phenomenons to come. So you're going to see many more of these wines coming to the marketplace, and that's a great thing. And the quality that I've been tasting is phenomenal. I think it's something that it's the right climate. This is a wine that a friend brought to me, and this is made for the U.S. market, so it definitely has the U.S. Surgeon General warning on there on the back. A little bit of Spanish. It says, we identify a collectivity of vintners from Baja California, Mexico. And this is, nosotros identificamos una colectividad de viticultores de Baja California, Mexico. And here, this is a product from also the Baja. And this is from the Valle de Galicia. Now, this talks about its Mediterranean climate. It says so in Spanish. And it says it's cool evening breezes from the Pacific help to create this bottle. Now, this is a domestic produced for the domestic market, but a friend brought this back for me. And I thought it was a really good example to talk about the category of Mexican wines. And so I really look forward to trying this wine. If you see a Mexican wine, give it a try. It says the Baja or Valle de Guadalupe. I think it's really a good starting place. And it's one of these wines that I think we're going to see them coming in, say, to California first, maybe to Chicago, New York, and going to pair really well. And it doesn't have to pair with Mexican food only. It can pair with so many, as if you would try Cabernet Sauvignon from, you would pair that with beef. So why not pair this with your steak dinner? I'm seeing Dolcetto, which I think is fantastic. I had an Alianico from Mexico, which is very unusual. I didn't expect to see that. Petit Syrah is also another wine that I'm seeing from Mexico. So you're going to see the international varietals and Italian varietals come through, and Tempranillo, which I have not had, but I'm seeking out and look forward to trying. And for more reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, and Google+. Salud.